Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I am back again doing your mid-April 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Leo, for all you big cats out there. And if you'd like a private reading with me, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. You can't confirm or book a reading through my website. I'm just telling you that. I'm reminding everyone, just so you know. But people have gotten better and haven't been posting comments on my website, so I appreciate that. And I am trying to distinguish the difference. You can post comments on these videos on YouTube, but I'm asking people not to post comments on my website because it's just, you can't book a reading that way. It's not interactive that way. So, and I know I don't actually see it. So yeah. So let's see. Now this is it was very intense. I feel like April's a very intense month, okay, for a lot of people. And message me and let me know if you feel like it's very intense for you. I know that we've had some very interesting things happening. Now, I don't really do a lot with my reverses. Each of my cards has reverses, but it's interesting because I did record my video for Gemini pretty much all in reverse. And just because it's in reverse doesn't necessarily mean it's very negative. In your case, I feel like it's actually quite positive that the cards are in reverse. So with a couple of exceptions, I feel like mid-April is crunch time. Okay, for you and for some of the other signs, okay? You may be in a relationship with a Gemini, okay? You also may be in a relationship with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You may just have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in your chart. Same thing with Gemini also, too. You've got 3 cards here. It's a little cluster. 2 cards that are really, really intense, and they are side by side. The card crossing is actually more positive, but it kind of makes a third in this cluster. But I can't really hold up the 3 together, so I'm going to just hold the 2. So you have the moon in reverse, and you have you can't really see, obviously. In the upright, it looks like this. The 6 of Wands and the moon. The 6 of Wands in reverse is heading down the road to trouble. This is a challenging job or obstacle. This is working harder for less pay. This is working harder, not smarter kind of thing, okay? This is your soul getting sucked out by circumstances beyond your control. People suck. Bad shit happens to good people, and because of karmic influences, okay? So you may be working like 2 jobs and you're only getting paid minimum wage for both jobs, or 3 jobs, or you're doing things not the smart way. You're doing things the hard way, okay? So you may have also some Taurus in your chart, because Taurus or Scorpio do things a little bit the hard way, okay? I feel more Taurus here. And the moon in reverse is about giving your heart to a man or woman who is not deserving. Okay, this is losing your job or your heart, or both, and or this is continuous confusion for a long period of time. This is loss. Okay, this is loss. So this could be job loss in some cases, or this is being very confused because you're in a situation, or you're in several situations that are very difficult. You're heading down a very challenging road, and I feel like the moon is being very, very confused about it. So it's sort of like you have a difficult situation going on, whether it's a difficult work environment or bad shit's just happening to you, like whatever it is, bad situation you're going through. it's contributing to like a negative or downward spiral. It's sort of like things in the future, sort of mid to the end of April, are sort of spiraling into this place of like a deep funk, a deep depression, or of a loss, okay? You may have trusted someone which, you shouldn't have trusted. You may have gotten into a relationship with someone which wasn't the right person for you. Again, this is losing your heart to someone who's not deserving in some cases. So like losing your heart to someone who's, say, an alcoholic or a drug addict, or someone who's just not so good, okay? Now, I did see some of this kind of stuff show up for Gemini, again. So you may be drawn to people that aren't good for you, okay? Or you may be the person that thinks, in order for me to get recognition from others, is I have to work really, really hard. Or, you're checking off boxes off the list in a sense where you're trying to make extra money, and it's like you're not really, maybe you pick up a second job again and it's just not, the money isn't there for whatever reason. You're not making good choices. Again, these are not good choices, similar to Gemini. So, best case scenario is you kind of headed down the wrong road. To me, the moon is about, in the upright, is about someone who's gotten lost, okay? And I feel like you are, because you have that in the future also, headed down a road with someone or in a job situation that isn't where you're supposed to be. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And it will cause either depression or confusion for you, okay? This is also being in a difficult relationship, which for some reason you don't feel like you can really get out of, okay? Because it's sort of just like, maybe you're trying to get ahead. You're trying to get ahead financially. You're trying to make headway on something. And what happens is something comes along and it just kind of confuses you more. It's almost like you get to a place in life where you think you're ahead, and then something like a monkey wrench gets thrown into it, and the universe says, nope, guess what? Sorry, you're not any farther ahead than anybody else in the world. And you're like, fuck, this just sucks, It's a monkey wrench. I just see it as like a monkey wrench where you're just like, some bad shit is happening because of karma. Okay, and that's the answer. Okay, so for some of you who are going, why is this happening? Why? The answer is karma. Okay, and karma affects everyone. It just does, and it's unfortunate because it does affect everyone. But there's nothing you can really do about it. If you gave your heart away to someone who wasn't deserving, you probably know that they weren't deserving of you. Okay. There's also lies here. There's lies. There's deception. And it's a negative situation. You don't have to prove yourself, okay? You don't have to prove yourself to anyone, okay? You have to love yourself and recognize the beauty in yourself, okay? And you don't need other people's approval, and you don't need to prove that you're worthy by working 5 jobs or by being the best husband or the best wife that you can be. Or, I feel like you've gone overboard because of a sense of low self-worth. You picked somebody who really wasn't good enough for you, because then you thought you could really shine in the relationship. You could really, be almost like the person that's like the one-up person, You picked someone who wasn't good enough for you because it made you look better, or you thought it would make you look better in some way. But the reality is they didn't deserve you, and I feel like they're lying to you, and I feel like you're caught up in a relationship in which I feel like you want to get out of. That's like the main thing. And I feel like for those of you female Leos, who aren't in this situation, I feel like there's some disconnected elements. So I'm going to talk about those. It may apply to single Leos or single female Leos, or single male Leos. Okay. Because I don't feel like those of you who are you can be single and have a job problem. You may be single and have like a life. It's sort of like you're at a crossroads where it's like you're thinking you're like on track to doing something, and that something is not what you're supposed to be doing. You could be single and going through that. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. But because there's these other elements kind of going on, I feel like a lot of single Leo female are in this place where there's actually money. There's abundance of money some way, somehow. Okay, some of you actually have money, and in the reverse position, the Ten of Pentacles is being very generous, very giving. Again, you may have given someone, this goes back if you have a partner, you maybe have given someone more than they deserve. Way more. Okay, they actually have stolen your money. In some cases, this is where someone is stealing your money. You have to be very careful, okay? Because if you're getting involved in the wrong people, these people could rob you blind, okay? Do not tell people if you have a lot of money, okay? Do not tell people. That's my suggestion to you. Do not. But I feel like someone may have lied to you. There's some underhanded dealings here. I just feel there's underhandedness. Because it's sort of like when money... But to me, this is also like the money pit. This is like investing in something that you're making a poor investment, making a poor choice, making a choice to do like, maybe like you're like, okay, I'm going to start my own business and it's going to be a shoe factory. This is just an example. And you put all the money that you had into it, but then, you know, you got involved with this person that wasn't good, okay, because they were cheating or whatever. And then all of your blessings, all of your money, poof, disappeared because of karma. These are big, this is a big, you know, elements. These are big elements here. This is not light stuff, okay? Leo had this issue, you know, I feel like in my general April videos, I feel like not much has changed here as far as the heaviness of this, the energy. You do have the Six of Swords in reverse. The Six of Swords is about freedom from worry. In reverse, it is freedom from worry, but still there are people hounding you. Collection agencies, ex-boyfriends, you know, being kind of, you know, maybe a troubling childhood, you know, things that happened in the past. You know, there's still things that are nipping at your heels. Like you're not totally able to get away from the negativity because, as much as you try, it sort of follows you everywhere. I do want to say these are strong karmic elements because karma is inescapable. You cannot escape karma. So it's like something good happens to you and then a bad thing happens to you. And then something good happens to you again. And then a bad thing happens to you right after. So it's a roller coaster. I feel like for some of you, this is a roller coaster ride. Okay. Where things are really, really good, and then things go to shit. But I do feel like primarily this can be avoided through better decision making. Making the choice not to be with someone who's in another relationship. Making a better choice to choose someone who is worthy of you. Because you do deserve someone who is worthy of you. So funny. I talk about decision making because we have the Ace of Swords as the foundation. And this is making the decision. This is making a decision to be more giving, to go down the right road, to ask for help, to make better choices, to I want to say some of you need to seek like herbal remedy treatments, okay? Or seeing a naturopath or someone who's like, or like a herbalist kind of thing for your health. Making a decision about your health is there too. So relationship, money, career, health, it's all here. Okay. Better decisions about that. And then also you need to choose. You need to choose. Some of you need to choose whether you want to live or whether you want to die. I know it's very, very, like, I know I'm putting it out there, like I always do, but this is like, you in the recent past, you have the Four of Cups, which is, in some cases, being very close to death, which is, or some people creating an exit point for themselves because they don't want to live. Okay. So this is where, you know, you're so overwhelmed emotionally, you're drowning in sorrow, you're so upset that you need help out of this. You need help. So I want to say counseling for some of you, emotional healing, talking things through, spending time in nature. There is this nature like wanting to help you, going outside, breathing in the trees, taking a walk through the park. I just feel like overall you're not, I feel like you're emotionally, you're not, there's a negativity that's around you. Emotionally, it's causing negativity, okay? That's the best way to put it. Some of you, this is deep funk. This is a very deep funk that's going to last for a period of time. And you need to work your way out of it, okay? So you need to talk to someone about depression. You need to talk to someone about, you know, working on your will to live, understanding what that means, you know, finding purpose again in life, finding your purpose, okay? People ask me about purpose a lot, actually, and I tell people that that it's something that our soul, like that's one of the things, that's why we're here, okay? So nobody can tell you exactly what your purpose is because each individual has an individual purpose, okay? We all, as a greater global universal soul, put together, you know, it makes more sense all together, but individualized, nobody can really tell you, okay? It's something that you're on this journey. It's like the journey of the Fool in tarot. The Fool goes on the journey. If somebody told them how to get to the world without going through all the individual elements for themselves, then there would be no point. So finding your purpose is something that you need to do on your own, but you can ask for help. You can talk to a counselor. You can, you know, do some research on finding your purpose. What is your purpose? There are a lot of books on purpose. So you need to research those. And you need to, I want to say, get outside, because fresh air and being outside kind of refreshes you. It's springtime, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. So this is sort of like you need to really, you know, for a Leo to not feel like the get up and go, to feel like sad and depressed and lonely and just sorrow, I don't like to see it. You know, my heart goes out to you. You know, this is the kind of thing where you and Gemini, again, has some really intense stuff going on. And I think the best thing that I can tell you is you may want to consult a naturopath. You may want to spend time outside. You may want to take some time to reflect. I want to say take some time to reflect. Take some time off to heal. And I was going to say you may also want to switch your diet. Some of you, it's diet related. So, I mean, this is just the bottom line. Some people don't even believe in diet related illness, but I feel like in your case, you need to work on your diet, okay? I want to say no eggs. For some of you, like straight up no eggs, no cheese, no wheat. There's alternatives to all kinds of that stuff. There's like, there's really cool videos on YouTube about how to make dairy-free cheese. It's really, really awesome with cashews. And you can use flax. If you don't cook with eggs, you can bake with flax, which is like acts kind of as a binder. It's really cool. And then, you know, there's a lot of videos on, you know, vegan and vegetarian. I don't necessarily want to say you don't have to go totally vegan, but I'm saying you need to cut out at least the dairy, the wheat, and the eggs. And really like focus on the greens, juicing every day. I feel like this will help you kind of get your energy back. You need B vitamins as well, specifically B vitamins too. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. Know that you're strong. Leos have a lot of strength. They are a fixed sign. People forget all the time how strong-willed they can be. And people forget all the time that I feel like inside every Leo is an incredibly strong person. They just need to find it, and they need to kind of harness that and kind of bring it out to everybody. The most successful Leos are the people that dig really deep inside themselves and say, you know, I am strong and I can get through anything. Okay. It's very important that you do that. Because you have the Strength card in reverse. And I wrote, okay, so to me, it's one of my favorite cards, the Strength card in reverse. Like I said, it's actually a really positive thing here. This is one of the best cards that I can see. It says, there is no opposite of strength because strength is just is. It's just that, you know, we don't see that it's there at all the times we need it, okay? It says, your strength is like iron. You're a very tough person and you will always win. And I wrote a 9, okay? A 9 in numerology is a very strong number, okay? So if you're born on, say, the 18th of the month, or if you're born on the 9th day, or if you're born, like on the 27th of a month, you're a 9, okay? But it is also just remembering how strong you are. And remembering that, you know, we seem to like not have the strength to get through things at certain times in our lives, but it's there. It always is always there. It just is. And so you need to kind of tap into your strength. And there was a time in which I wrote out, you know, I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be so much stronger than I was, because it took a great amount of strength and willpower to make the changes necessary that I needed to make in my life. And I didn't think that I really could do it. There was times in which I really just did not want to do it, or I didn't think that I could. And the thing is you can do it because you are very, very strong. And you need to remember your own strength, okay? And it says, the final card, it says, the angels are around you. They hear your cry for help, and help is on the way, and you are loved. That's what it says. So it's the King of Swords in reverse. And to me, this is where, you know, the angels decide to get up off their chairs. I was teasing. Get up off their high horse and fly down. Okay, so he's fallen off his seat there, and he's flying out, and he's on his way to help you. Him or her is on their way to. The angels don't really have a gender, so you know they're on their way, and they're kind of looking out for you. Okay, so if you feel like, you know, giving up at times, you know that you're very strong and that you can get through what you're going through, and you just need to make some decisions that will help you along on your way. Okay, and you need to instead of going with the flow of what everybody else wants, you need to make your mark. You need to have some courage. You need to get out of, I feel like, your shadow, okay? You need to kind of embrace who you are in the world and not give a shit about what anybody else says. You need to kind of go with what your gut says. Go with what your heart says. Because Leos are lion-hearted. They live in that heart space. They're happy. They're happy-go-lucky. They're loving. They're fun. But the problem is they care too much about what other people say. Too much about what other people think. They do things because other people want them to do them. So it's important that you define yourself and find the strength in yourself to define yourself and make your mark. And not give a shit. Say, you know what? I don't give a shit what they fucking say. It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't. What matters is that you see the strength in yourself. That you discover who you are. It matters that you can, you know, take a step forward without getting kind of swept away in any kind of currents. Because I did pull another card. You have the Knight of Wands here. That it's kind of the Knight of Wands is getting swept away by what other people think, swept away by what other people want, swept away by what their parents say or what their kids say, or you know, people in your life. Anyway, the naysayers, the haters, the bitches. You know, you need to get to a point where you don't care and say, you know what, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And stand up for yourself. I feel like that's the most important thing. So that is all. Okay, it's a long message, I feel, for you guys, but that is all for now. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, Google Plusing, and sharing all my videos. I will be back again for your May 2016 videos, so stay tuned for those. You guys are awesome, and you know, I send you guys big hugs, big kisses, and I will be back again for more, so stay tuned. Okay, take care. All the best. Bye.